Today's guest turned $700 into over $1 million simply by trading meme coins.
There will never be anything easier to make money online than meme coins. Where are you gonna go turn 1,000 into 100,000 in an hour? At the casino.
A former pro Fortnite player, he's built a cult-like following, known for his ability to predict the markets, spot trends early, and connect with some of the biggest names in crypto. From March to December, you didn't leave your room.
I would go out here and then, but the majority of my days were 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then 7 p.m. to like 2 a.m.
In this episode, we'll dive into his journey from broke teenager to millionaire investor, expose the hidden players manipulating crypto markets, and unveil his step-by-step blueprint for turning internet trends into generational wealth.
I made around 500K in like 10, 20 minutes.
And how'd you do that? Orangie. Welcome to the Jack Neel Podcast.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So guys, a bit of context here. We've been traveling around a bit. We just came back from Puerto Rico. Did Luke Belmar, then did his brother. And Luke was like, you have to get this guy, Orangie, on the podcast. And I was like, okay, let me look into him. And yeah, it turns out we have a lot of friends in common. And yeah, he has a really sick story. So this should be a great episode. Also, we ran into each other at the airport, which kind of solidified us having a podcast. So yeah, I think we're both getting dominoes. So Orangie, ETH is down 60% all-time high. Solana's down 50%. Is this the end of meme coins?
No, not at all. I think like the idea of meme coins is just getting started. Like the whole idea of like, what I personally think is that every narrative from now to like the end of time until like crypto exists is going to get tokenized. Like if Elon Musk gets a dog, that's like forever going to be something that goes on the blockchain. Like the only thing that gets affected is how much volume there is like in the meme coin world. That's it.
So how does the bigger coins affect meme coins? Like, do you believe that if ETH crashes, goes to zero, Solana crashes, like, will there be meme coins? Will there ever be a place for that?
Like, yeah, people will still make pump funds every day, of course. Yeah, that's never going anywhere. Is anybody going to buy them? I don't know. Not if everything's at zero, because then there's no money to make.
Give me this story. You turned $700 into $1.1 million trading meme coins?
Yeah, that was like the start of my journey back in March of last year, up until like August is when I think I made that video.
Okay, so give me the process of how you did that exactly.
Process of how I did that. You know, I was seeing all these like, I used to play pro Fortnite for context, and I would see all these like Fortnite friends on Twitter post like other profits, and I was really curious on like how they were doing it. I was already a little bit into crypto. So I just started reaching out to people, like asking for help, like, yo, can anybody like put me on? How do I do this? And just me and my Fortnite friends got into it together. We started learning how to like trade, I guess, on Photon, the website was back then. And yeah, from there, we just started like grinding it every single day, like, 10, 12, 16-hour days. And it was really slow at first until it wasn't.
And what did those days look like? Like, where did you start? What was kind of your process for developing that skill? Because, I mean, being a pro Fortnite player, you kind of already have built the skill of, I'm going to work at something for a long time, spend every day on it, absorb all the information. But what was that process for meme coins?
Kind of like the same, right? Like just wake up, get onto my computer super early, stay on all day, go to bed super late, kind of like Fortnite. And at first, it was like I was on Photon all day, and there was like a list of coins that would come out, and I would just like study all these coins and kind of like, I don't know, like look at every factor and decide like what factors imply me buying the coin. Until it got easier, like eventually this website called Pump Fund came out, and like the whole game just got a lot easier. Like you didn't have to like worry about like rug pulls happening, like liquidity like being gone and stuff.
So what makes a good meme?
What makes a good meme? How viral can it go? How much attention can it get? That's
got it. And then how do you kind of predict with what you know, like how big something can get?
Yeah, I mean that depends really on like market conditions, like how much volume is even like in the memes. Like currently right now, like a good meme, like for example today I was trading a meme coin and I thought it was really good, but like there's not a lot of volume right now, so I had to like exit it like a lot earlier than I would have just 3-4 months ago. And honestly, like, bro, it's just like I think about it like attention, like how much attention can this coin end up getting? Like how viral can it go? It's just like my thought process every time. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. And then you've kind of spoken a lot about these different processes on Brett Malinowski's podcast. I really enjoyed listening to that. But what has changed in the past 2 months on crypto, like just the crypto space in general?
Amount of volume for sure. Like we had the Trump Memecoin launch happen. That was insane. And then we had like Melania token launch. And then we had like Libra, which is like it was like a fake Argentina token thing that happened. And that killed a lot of like the Memecoin volume. It gave people it rubbed people the wrong way. And ever since then, like, we saw Bitcoin, Sol, ETH like kind of plummet. And it's just really been this week that it's kind of been like climbing back up. Like Bitcoin just reclaimed 94K. Like we were at like, bottom 80s for a while there. So,
got it. So do you think like when the president of Argentina stole $100 million, was that like a big meme coin event that kind of crashed everything?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not what happened, but like, that's what like the headlines say, right? But yeah, like the Libra event itself did definitely cause a lot of bad sentiment to go into the meme coin space.
And then give me like the ultra specific of that. Like, where did they go wrong with that project? Because I think from my perspective, I saw how well Trump did, and that kind of established sentiment of how high these things could go, which made people more attuned to hold longer, invest larger amounts. And then you had Melania, which I was shocked how big it got in general. And then when the president of Argentina did one, people thought it was going to go to similar amounts, but it was kind of rugged in like a day or so. Like, why did that happen?
Why? Honestly, I can't tell you the why because I don't know. I just know that there was like miscommunications with the internal team. I mean, this is just from what I've seen on Twitter from like the people behind it. I don't know what went wrong. I don't.
But what did they do exactly? Like because I know the way a lot of these people running the projects make money is like selling a little bit to the exchanges or selling a little bit to just onto the market. But like, so essentially there's like a green candle, which it means it's going up, but they kind of dampen the green candles, which is kind of how they like extract money from the project without tanking it completely. But what did Libra do? Was it just a straight rug pull?
Look, to be honest, this happened on February 14th, Valentine's Day at NFC Paris. Like I was literally like on a date during NFC Paris, and like I see everyone, like my phone's going off, like my wallet tracker is like everybody's buying this coin. I put like 40K into it, and I just like kind of step away for a little bit. Next thing I know, I'm down 40K, and like the token's at 0. So like, and I go on Twitter, and like everyone's like just hating on Libra and like what happened. That's like my personal story. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm assuming they had a lot of supply and they just sold a lot of it. I haven't seen like the documentaries and shit because at the end of the day, it's just like I went to 0. Like it rugged, I guess. GG.
So what's the difference between like a rug and just like typical extraction in these projects?
What do you mean? I would say like those are both the same thing.
It's the same thing. Like that's what people mean by rug, because it used to be like just straight up all liquidity removed.
Nah. Well, Pump Fund kind of changed that. A rug is just like.
How did Pump Fund change that? Like, what can't you do on?
You can't like pull the liquidity pool, but you can still have like 99% of the supply on like alt wallets and sell them all at once. But like there's been involvement in the ecosystem and tools that help you like avoid that.
On a more positive note, what's the most amount of money you've made in the least amount of time?
I made around 500K in like 10, 20 minutes.
Got it. And how'd you do that?
My friend ACO'd me, which means like he sniped a coin for me. And we got first transaction on that coin.
What was the name of the coin? Like, what was the project? What was the meme? Or is that?
It was like during like the Slurf and Bohm. Do you remember that stuff?
What was it?
Slurf and Bohm. Like during that meta, it was like it was a pre-sale meta, and then we sniped the CA.
Okay, and then what does it mean to like snipe something? Exactly?
Yeah, like basically like there were like certain bots that you would run, and we had sniped like hundreds of coins. But this is the first one that like we got like first transaction on. You're just like running these bots, and as soon as the coin drops, like it'll like try to buy. And when you're the first person to buy, and it's like mooning, like you make a lot.
Do you think there's still a space to make a lot of money in meme coins?
With sniping or just in general?
Just in general.
Yeah, for sure.
And what kind of new methods have you adopted recently? Is it really just an information game?
To be honest, like the sniping method or meta died very quick. That was very short-lived through like March and May. It was during those 2 months that I really took advantage of sniping. I had really good connections, really good friends that were at the top of the sniping game. And like honestly, that was short-lived. Like these bots were called like peppermints. That meta was short-lived. From then on, like pump fun just became like very, very well known and loved, and people were just like, I mean, bro, you can go on pump fun and make a coin for free. So like, there were just a coin every single second, you know, just happening. I don't know. Like, I think from then on, I started trading news. Like anytime something big would happen IRL, like I would trade the pump fun coin of it. And like that's what I did every single day. And I think like my biggest, obviously we had like a lot of celebrity coins happen on pump fun as well. But like the really, really big event for me was the day Trump got shot. I found out that news on Pump Fun. I think everybody did. And Pump Fun became like the news. Like if you wanted to know something, you'd go on Pump Fun and see it.
Interesting.
And so that day I made a few $100,000 that day on coins like ear coin, because he got shot in the ear, survivor coin, a lot of coins that day based around Trump and this narrative and what happened. So, yeah.
It's really interesting because after my podcast with Maritz, who's another meme coin trader that's been fairly successful, I kind of like started looking at the charts, and it was like you were able to identify the patterns based on what was being released and what was doing well, and that would kind of determine market sentiment. But now that I haven't looked at it in like a month or so, it's like, oh, I don't understand this anymore. Like, do you take days off, or is it like if you took 3 days off, would it be hard to understand it? Or
nah.
Is it a lot
I
of the
just
same
took
patterns?
like a few weeks off, and I got back into it like beginning of this week, and I feel like I'm already back into it. I'm not trading like Maritz or like other people. Like when you think trading, I don't know how you think of like, I'm not holding for hours. Like I'm not even holding for minutes. Like I'm honestly holding like for seconds at times. Like I'm just buying the new coins that are made, and if it's like something that catches my attention, I'll buy it and I'll sell it really quickly.
So you sell like in a couple minutes max.
Like my average hold time, yes, my average hold time on like CLO, which is where you can check your thing, it's like 45 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which it has its like cons for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, because you don't get some of the moon bags. Like, do you?
I don't. Never.
Leave like 20%.
Never.
You sell all.
I sell all, and it's like cost me a lot of money for sure. But it is what it is.
So
there's
how
always
are you?
another coin, by the way. Like always.
And it's because you're just the fastest.
I'm not the fastest. No, like people like way better than me. I'm just like not the slowest.
Yeah. What does it take to be like the fastest? Is it the
just how
tools you
much-
have, or
No, I mean that plays like a little bit of parts, but honestly, bro, it's just time. Like I'm friends with the fastest people and like the best like new coin traders, and it's just like how much time they put into the game. Like they don't get off, you know.
But what are they looking at that maybe you're not looking at?
No, we're looking at the same thing, but it's like how much faster can they get into it?
And
right?
that's the tech they have.
It's not the tech. It's just like how quickly they are familiar with the market, right? And that just comes with the amount of time they've put into it.
It's like the amount of conviction you have about this thing just based on looking at it instantly.
Like I'll be in a call with all my friends, and like I'll buy something, and then like my brain will click, oh yeah, like I should probably buy that too, instead of like being the first one to buy. You get me? Because then they dump on me. But it's okay.
Makes sense. And then, so when are you sell? So you're entering positions at like what, 10K market cap, 20K market cap?
Yeah, like that's like the average. But like for example, today I entered a coin at 500K market cap because the developer of that coin had like 70%, and I had a feeling that he was gonna like send it over to like a fake Elon Musk wallet. It's like this whole thing that happened today. And I bought it at 500K, went to like 2 mil in 10 seconds. That was like a 4x on my position.
This was today?
Yeah, this is today, yeah.
So you just made 1.5 million today.
No.
So,
the coin market cap went to.
Okay. So how much did you put into that?
I put in like 3K. I made like 8K on it.
Okay. So you usually keep your trades at 2 to 3K. Have you done any big trades recently?
Big meaning like a lot of money?
Yeah, like
No,
30K, 40K.
I like never do that.
Huh. And then I guess we've kind of covered this, but how do you remain so profitable, you think?
I think it's just like the amount of time that I've put into it. I was really early. I was one of the first people like trenching, like buying these like new coins. And
do you think it'll get easier over time or harder?
for me,
Yeah, I guess so.
for me, it'll get easier. Yeah, because I'll keep doing it.
I just mean like with it getting more saturated, more people getting access to the tools.
I feel like it gets easier for me because like I'm already at like I guess like the top, not the top because there's like people way better than me, but like, you know, like pretty up there, I guess. I don't know.
When did you first start trading meme coins, and when did you first buy like Bitcoin or ETH or something like that?
Started trading meme coins 2024 March, so just last year. I bought my first ever crypto in September of 2021. So like 3-4 years.
And where did you kind of get the money to
I used to be
investing?
a pro Fortnite player, so my Fortnite money. I just grew up playing video games. I loved it. My dad put a controller in my hands when I was like 2 years old, and I loved video games growing up. I tried to go pro in every single game you could think of.
Got it. So what were you playing? Like, give me the timeline. You're 21 or 22 now?
I'm 22 now.
You're 22. So when you were, let's say, 16 years old, was the game Fortnite?
Yeah.
Okay. How about when you were like 10?
When I was, okay, I'll give you the whole thing. So like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started like super early, like probably when like 5 years old on the Tom Clancy OG games.
That's like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, but like the OG ones.
Okay.
Then I went into like Xbox 360 days, all like the little mini games that they had, the indie games, the Castle Miner Z, eventually like Minecraft. Then from Minecraft, I transitioned into like COD and BO2, BO3, like zombies. That was like my thing. Even multiplayer though. I went Rocket League, Overwatch, and then Fortnite.
Rocket League Professional is one of the most interesting things to watch. Oh my God. Just how the average person plays versus
Oh, yeah,
professional
no,
Rocket
it's
League
insane.
is like stupid. It's
That's
like they're
the
flying
game.
the entire time
Yes.
versus like actually driving the car around.
Highest skill gap in any game.
How about, so you said Call of Duty. Were you into like the whole MLG like trick shotting thing? Or?
Yeah, no, of course. I was a huge FaZe fanboy. I still am a FaZe fanboy. I just know all those guys now, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, like FaZe, Soar, Obey, Red Reserve. Like
Did
that
you try
was-
to get into those, or were you
Of course,
just?
bro. I was like a little 12-year-old with like my little fake L7 era PFP on Twitter, like setting up trick shots on like all these, like, doing suies off maps. Yeah, of course. bro.
Suies. Wow. Hitting dingers,
Yeah.
bangers.
Seven
Yeah, I
twenty
used to do that, and then I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna try to figure out how to edit. And that's like really hard.
You know what's funny? Like that was my thing too. Like I didn't know how to do it, so I started doing GFX, and then I joined like Psycho. You know Psycho?
I haven't heard of that one.
They're like a big COD clan as like a graphic designer, and that was like kind of where I started getting my connections and stuff.
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny how many video editors that are extremely good used to edit trick shotting
Yeah.
on BO2.
All of them, bro.
Like a lot of people I've worked with, that's where they started.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them today, it seems like they were doing like Andrew Tate affiliate Hustle University, and then they became video editors, which is really interesting how culture works. But okay, so you're playing BO2, doing zombies. God, that was the days. And then when did you get into Fortnite? Just when it launched straight up?
Fortnite, yeah, Fortnite came out in I think it was September 2017, and I was playing Pro Rocket League at the time.
Oh, you were already pro in Rocket League.
Well, like semi-pro, but yeah, like I was going on to like Pro Rocket League.
Was that your first like game that you were pro at?
So first game I ever got paid to play, yeah.
Okay, so give me that story. Like, why did you decide? Like, have you just always been better than your friends at video games?
Yeah,
or-
dude, like no one at school could keep up any game.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, try hard, bro. Played
And
all
then
day.
where does that kind of start? Like, do you think it's somewhat natural talent? Do you think it's just hours put in?
I don't know. Well, gaming is definitely like genetics, I would say. Like some people either have it or don't, right? Like it's the same reason you see like all the same pro gamers go to the next game and continue being a pro. And there's people like stuck in bronze in some certain games. You got me?
Yeah.
There's people that play like League of Legends for 10 years and are still bronze.
Yeah. That's a crazy skill gap game too. Okay, and then so where are you from originally?
I'm Italian.
Italian. So you're from like what part of Italy?
Rome.
Rome. Nice. Interesting, man. And then when did you move to the U.S.?
I was like 7 around there.
7? Okay, gotcha. And growing up in school, you're just grinding video games.
Yeah.
And then, so how much did you get paid to play Rocket League?
My first ever contract was $500 a month.
$500 a month.
Yeah, it was a lot, bro.
And then were you streaming at the time?
I was streaming, yeah.
Got it.
It's like 20 viewers.
So you switched into Fortnite eventually. Why was the change there?
That was a really hard decision to make. I found myself starting to like miss out on like my Rocket League scrims with my teammates. I just want to play Fortnite all the time because it was so fun to play. And then one day, you know, I told my like org owner like, "Yo, bro, thank you for the opportunity. But I know $500 a month is a lot, but like I want to pursue Fortnite." And I did.
And then how long did it take you to go pro in Fortnite, start making money?
Fortnite came out September 2017. I think the very, very early days, we had like the skirmishes going on. And then in 2018, it's like a year after.
And what's a scrimmage, by the way?
A skirmish were like the tournaments going on back then, like the winter skirmish, things like that, I think. The OG Twitch rival competitions. And then in September 2018, me and my friends come together. We make a Fortnite clan. It goes mega viral. It was called Chronic. And then from then, I just blew up on Fortnite.
And then what was your first like tournament? Like where were you ranked?
The way Fortnite works is like there's a tournament like pretty much every day. So there's no really like ranking like that. Every like few months they have like a big tournament and like you'll rank in that. But yeah, I was like top 200 player.
Top 200?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In our region, I would say.
Nice. And then, so what's the most amount of money you made on Fortnite?
In one tournament, it was like 25 grand.
And then what place did you get?
In that tournament?
Yeah.
It was, I think we got 6th or 5th. It was like a Twitch Rivals event.
So that was squads or duos?
It was trios.
Trios. Okay. Nice. So what did you do after like Fortnite? When did you kind of give up?
I didn't give up. I did Fortnite from like 2018, 19, 20. Yeah, so like 2021, 2020, 2021. COVID came. I gave up like, also more context. I grew up in like a basketball family. You know, dad played overseas. I mean, as like every father wants their kid to play a sport, so like basketball is like my thing growing up.
Yeah, guys, Orangie is like 6'2" or 6'3". By the way, I was like shocked when I saw him in person. I was like, Jesus,
something like that.
Tall guy.
And so COVID comes, and obviously basketball season's over. I go really into Fortnite. I really like make my mark, blow up on YouTube on Fortnite. So 2020 to 2021. Just like millions of views, really good placements, lots of like money being earned, lots of sponsorships. I was on a fat like Facebook deal for streaming back then. Everything's going well. And then 2021 September comes around. A buddy of mine tells me like NFTs, crypto. That's when I buy my first crypto. I get a little bit into NFTs, make some money, and then lose it all. But by the time I lost it all, I was already so deep into crypto and NFTs that like there was no going back to Fortnite. After getting a taste of like what the real world money kind of felt like.
So how much money did you have, and how much money did you like go? Did you go to zero?
Yeah, I went to like worse than zero. Look, I started NFTs in 2021 with like my whole bank account, which was probably like $6,000 at that time. Bought an NFT with it. That allowed me to get into an event in New York, NFT NYC.
Oh, nice.
I went there, met a lot of people, and from like November to I guess like June, July, made a few $100,000.
A few $100,000 with just NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, like I lost it all. It was all like unrealized, bro. It's like all these like Bored Ape profits that I like held on to. Thought they were gonna go to like multi 7 figs.
Yeah.
Just like rode it all the way down. And obviously I had a lot of ETH at like 4.7K. I got an ETH tattoo at 4,700, by the way. And then I held all that ETH, bro, and it just like went to $800, and I was still holding. And at $800, I remember I was sitting in the parking lot at Lifetime. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sell this shit. And then with like full reverse, I was like, all right.
You sold
Mark the bottom.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
What would you say was like the most amount of money you had at that time? So you were 18 or 19?
I was 18. It was a lot. It was
like if you sold at the top everything, it was probably like $1 million?
Almost like 700, 800K, yeah.
And then that went to zero.
Zero, like worse than zero, because at that time I like, bro, I was 18-year-old with money, bro. I bought Lambos and really stupid shit. And bro, just lifestyle inflation when you first get money, couldn't like keep up with it when the bull market like really left.
So what were the steps to get your money back from there?
Get my money back, bro. So I lose all the money. I'm a little bit in debt, and I start doing everything. Start watching all the courses, all the videos. I over here watching YouTube, Elon, everybody, Jordan Welch. I buy every course with like the last money I had on my credit card.
On your credit card, so you're going into debt for courses.
I bought Elon 1,500 Grow Your Agency on my Amex. I was like, oh shit. And I made it an agency, scaled it to like 20K a month. And that like kept me from going underwater. That was like September 2022 until like January 2023. In January 2023, 2 years ago now, I get a really big break. There's this gaming competition going on. Nobody knows about it. It's a Bored Ape gaming competition called Dookie Dash. And that bails me out. I get like 3rd place in that, make $600,000, and I'm back up again.
So, yeah, I do want to back up. That's a fascinating story. That was such a great clip to watch, the video of you winning that tournament. And you're like, Yo, everyone, be quiet. Wait, everyone, can you guys talk to me for a second?
Yeah, clear
And
comms, clear
clear
comms.
comms. And then one guy like did it clear comms, and you're like,
And
hey,
then I died. Yeah.
You're like, oh, I still won. We're good. Imagine if you didn't win. You probably would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
But so your agency, what's an agency to you? Because that's just like one of those terms
It's just
that's
like
it can mean everything.
Yeah, like a
It's like, I
service
just
you
do service
provide
business.
somebody. Yeah, service you're providing.
And what were you doing for people?
We were doing clipping before it became like this whole big thing, and just like.
So what year was that?
This is 2022.
Okay, so you one of the first people clipping.
Yeah,
Who were you
bro,
clipping for?
a lot of gamers. So like I went to my, rich Fortnite friends. I'm like, hey guys, $1,000 a month, I'll clip you and put you on TikTok. And bro, it worked. It blew up a lot of them. A lot of them, got millions of views for a lot of like my Valorant friends, Fortnite friends, and yeah, just got like 10 of those guys. We were clipping for Neon back when Neon was like not this big.
Where did you get the idea for like clipping agency?
Iman Gaji.
Oh, so he was already
Yeah.
talking about that in SMMA.
Well, he wasn't talking about like clipping, but he was talking about SMMA. So that was my SMMA. The service I could provide of marketing was like putting Twitch clips onto like other platforms.
So you had to be one of the first people doing clipping, I would say.
I guess it was like when Musa was starting. I remember because we were like,
Okay, gotcha. So you did that, and then tell me about the gaming 600K that you won.
Yeah, man. So from September to January over here, trying every side hustle I can, literally everything.
Walk me through what you tried. I want to hear it all.
Everything. Like I tried YouTube cash cows. I was like.
That's just like faceless
Dude,
channels.
yeah, and I was doing like the YouTube shorts. Did you know Mr. Beast? Blah 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 blah.
Were you using your voice?
Yeah.
I did that too.
And
yeah.
we ran up the channel to 100K subs. I tried like Snapchat stuff. I think this is like TikTok Shop. I think TikTok Shop was around here. Like
What'd you do with Snapchat?
We tried shows like the Mr. Beast stuff.
Was that through Luke?
No, it was not. It was not. I've been friends with Luke, and like he was doing it, and so I just tried to do it by myself as well.
Did you not
with
like
another buddy.
make any money from that? Or
Not really. No, we weren't very successful with it. Probably like a
Interesting.
few $1,000.
Gotcha. Okay.
We
that
had a-
was a lot of my big success,
Yeah.
but maybe we were just earlier at the time. We were doing news stuff, so I assume that's how you got so good at news because like when you do news Snapchat shows, it's all about can you get it out before everyone else,
Right.
and can you like produce the content faster than everyone else. But that's interesting. So a few thousand from Snapchat, then
Yeah.
you went to TikTok Shop. What were you doing with TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok Shop. Dude, I was doing like just everything you could think of, bro. Just trying to sell any product. I remember
Like faceless content for
yeah,
yourself?
faceless content, like in my car, in my Tesla, and like I was just doing this with all my friends. And what else were we doing? I think around this time, Fortnite Maps comes out. No, Fortnite Maps is after. So yeah, TikTok Shop, SMMA, 20K a month, keeping me alive, like not super underwater. I'm able to afford the minimum credit card payment bills and the rent and the cars. Eventually, I sell the cars. This is after Doogie Dash though. January 18th, this video game tournament starts. I get hit up to play, and from January to March, I play Doogie Dash, make 600 grand. So yeah,
And what's Dookie Dash?
that's the video game. It was like an endless runner. Think of like Subway Surfers.
But it was through Bored Ape Yacht
Yes.
Club? Like
They
what-
made the video game.
So they made the video game, and why is that? Like, why did they put money into that?
They didn't. They put NFTs up for the prize.
Okay.
And so the people speculated on what those NFTs were going to be worth.
Did you sell yours immediately?
Of course, I was selling all of them immediately. Yeah, I learned from my 2021 days, bro.
And did that get you some kind of like street cred in
Yes.
the space? Was that like the big moment for you?
That
or-
was the big moment. That's when I became the #1 like Web3 gaming guy. But that never took off. Like the whole crypto gaming, it might one day, but not when I was like trying to get really into it.
So you made 600K from a video game, winning the tournament. What did you do with that money?
Funny enough, I didn't learn entirely, right? I put 250K into an NFT collection that I got super bullish on, and it went to zero. So I had like 300K left. I pay off all my debts. I just bought a car cash, down payment on a house, and just saved the rest of the money. Stacked it up in Sol, stacked it up in ETH. And yeah, the whole market just went up. So that kind of went up.
And what were you working on after that?
Right after the tournament, it gave me a lot of street cred, right? So now I'm this Web3 gaming guy. Have every game like, yo, Orangie, you got to try us out. And I was able to scale like the Orangie brand of Web3 gaming up to like 50K a month. So I was making 50K a month from the end of Doogie Dash, March 2023, up until start of Memecoins,
And where was that revenue from?
Sponsors, bro. Like
Just sponsored projects, yeah.
Cryptos have like a lot of crypto projects have big money, and like all I had to do was play their video game, like play their video game and stream it, make content on it, record it.
Did that go super viral when you won, or like why did you have such street cred from like winning that?
It went viral in crypto, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, because like, you know, I didn't win, by the way. I got third.
Yeah.
That clip you saw was like me winning that section though.
Okay, got it.
Like first place got $2.2 million. You know Mongrel?
No.
Fortnite player as well. Yeah, like the Fortnite boys ran that. Yeah, bro, I got street cred because I was the only one streaming it. I was the only one recording it. So like for all of crypto, it's like, yo, Orangie can make our gaming, like our crypto gaming stuff like pretty mainstream. I tried that for a year. It didn't work out, bro. Just crypto games aren't good right now. People think that it'll play a big part in the future, and I do too. So, but yeah, from March 2023 until like March 2024, I'm doing that. Right around September of 2023, I start the Fortnite map business. I did that.
How did that go?
Dude, it went pretty well.
How much money can you make with Fortnite maps?
Dude, fucking millions of dollars.
Really?
Yeah, dude, like a lot. Like
because I know Luke, who was
Yes.
doing some crazy numbers on Snapchat shows, is like, this is what I do now, Jack. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to play Fortnite, so I don't really doubt I know how to do this whole map thing. He kind of had a competitive edge already being a pro Fortnite player. So like, yeah, you said it makes millions of dollars.
There's maps that make like 8 figures a month. Yeah.
And just for people who have no idea like what a Fortnite map is, haven't played since the game came out, like what is it? How do they make money? Yeah.
Yeah. So you make money by having players on your map. A Fortnite map can just be like any experience that you're building within the game, like a tycoon, like a box fights, build fight map, a zone wars. Fortnite is much bigger than like the original battle royale mode now. A multiverse of millions of mini games on their site.
And how does Fortnite pay you? Like, do they just have so much money they're just giving it away?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know how that monetization model works. If you have a lot of players on your map, I'm guessing you're keeping them on the game, which makes them spend more money.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that works.
And Fortnite makes the money buying skins predominantly. Right. Okay. And then what makes a good Fortnite map?
How addicting can you make it to like little kids? But my specialty was brands. We made Fortnite maps for a lot of brands. Again,
so did you get paid from the brands and from Fortnite?
We made a lot more money from the brands than from Fortnite, but both.
How'd you get into that?
Bro, I just started reaching out to, okay. So these crypto gaming companies I'm working with, I start pitching them all like, yo, you want like to get into gaming, bro? Like make a Fortnite map. Pay me to make your Fortnite map. And yeah, we just did that. Made some good money with that.
Give me some numbers. Like how much would like a brand pay? Like 6 figures?
Oh, how much would one brand pay? Bro, like anywhere from like, depending on how time consuming these maps were, which could be a lot, like, you know, anywhere from like 5 to 20 K for a map. I mean, I know studios that charge 100K for a map, so.
And it was just an advertising play for them, and then you got paid by Fortnite?
I would get paid by the studio. A lot of these maps didn't go anywhere. No one ever played them. It's just like for the brand to say, hey, you know,
we have a Fortnite map.
We have a Fortnite map.
And then did you ever have any ultra successful maps?
We had one that was averaging a few thousand players a day, which was making a few $100 an hour. So
a few $100 an hour just from a few thousand players?
Yeah. I mean,
that's
a lot of players, by the way, but yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't, like, a few thousand players playing a day. Huh. But there's like millions of players on Fortnite, right?
Yeah, Fortnite pays out millions of dollars a day. Yeah.
Huh. Do you know any of like your friends, like what kind of their numbers are? You don't have to say any names. But
I have a friend who made the some box fight maps that went very viral, and they're doing 10 mil a month.
10 million a month from Fortnite maps. And how do you get into that? Like, do you pay? Who are you paying to build them? Is it just other people?
I was in the trenches myself. Like me and my best friend, we were making these.
You were building the maps.
We were learning how to code on Verse, which is the Fortnite Unreal Studio.
You have to use coding to build them. It's not just
you can like just place items, but like for like really complex stuff, you have to code. So this is before like ChatGPT as well.
And then go from there. Like, how do you
marketing? Yeah, from there it's like
how do you market a Fortnite map?
TikTok, honestly, a lot of clipping stuff in common there as well. Paying a lot of creators, like a lot of Fortnite creators, money per views.
Got it.
Like play on my map and I'll pay you $500 if you get 10,000 views or something like that,
Okay, so it's like this whole affiliate marketing system with the maps themselves.
And then we also had like this And then people would also do this thing where like they would market their maps on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I never did this, and it'd be like, "Hey, you join this map, you can get 1,000,000 XP." And then all these little kids are like, "Oh my god, I can like level up 100 levels. Let me go play that map."
Yeah.
And I never did that, but it was very lucrative for those who did.
Do you think this is still a good opportunity?
Doing that, yes. Fortnite maps in general, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competition though. It's very oversaturated. I was like one of the earliest people to do it, but 100%.
And then what would, like, do you have to be a pro Fortnite player to be good at this?
You don't need to know how to play. You don't need to know how to play Fortnite. People like quit like their full-time coding jobs to go make Fortnite maps instead, bro.
So is that the people who are working on this, like people with experience with code?
Yeah.
Like if you were going to hire someone, like what would be your hires for
Like
Fortnite map?
if I started a Fortnite map studio business right now, I would definitely get like some people with verse coding experience and knowledge of how to make maps. Now it's so much competition, bro. It's been around for like 2 to 3 years. The best maps are doing 100K players, like average, like right now.
And then are there like new maps popping up all the time?
Every day, every minute, I'm sure there's a new map.
Okay, so it's kind of like similar to meme coins, and then it's news based. Like you're trying to be the first map, market the best.
Yeah, I'm sure it is also news based. Like I'm sure if like when that Trump event happened, I'm sure like somebody did a Trump map.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Trump 1v1 map.
Okay, so you did Fortnite maps. What was the thing after that?
Meme coins.
Okay, so there's millions of dollars in Snapchat, to my knowledge, millions of dollars in TikTok Shop, tens of millions in Fortnite maps. Seems like you've done pretty well at all of these and have a good track record. Why are meme coins like the best opportunity?
I think it was very relatable to like playing a video game. So and I didn't have to do anything but like play the game, you know? Like all this building business stuff, you have to like talk to people, you have to actually do the business stuff. And I think at that time in my life, I just wanted to get back into like my roots of like just grinding on my computer 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's what meme coins like presented to me, to be honest. Like I could just not talk to anybody, just my friends in a call, and click buttons and make money.
And what was your first big success with a meme coin?
2 SOL into 10 on a coin called Ducker was my first trade ever. And I remember the liquidity got pulled on that coin, so I sold right before they did that. Back in the day, you're in the trenches for real. Like a lot of meme coins are happening, a lot of new ones are being made. So you're joining like all the Telegram group chats, the Twitter group chats. Back in the day, you would be on a voice call with the developer of these tokens, and they would be like, "I'm not gonna rug you guys, don't worry." And as soon as they say that, they would pull the liquidity. This is like pre-pump on days. But yeah, Ducker was my first play. I think that was like $300 into like 1,500. And I got so addicted. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
I dropped all my Web3 gaming sponsors because I didn't want to talk about crypto gaming anymore. I didn't want to record. It was a waste of time to like go record a video and upload it for like $1,000. Obviously, it's a lot, but like I felt like the opportunity cost. Like I would look at 1,000,000 coins being made while I'm recording this like crypto gaming stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So I drop all those sponsors, bro, and I let go of like 40, 50K a month in income. Obviously, it paid off, but.
And what time was this? This was end of 2023?
This is beginning of 20. Like this is March, April of last year, 2024.
Okay. Got it, 2024. Okay. And then, so basically, I think I read that from March to December, you didn't leave your room.
Yeah, from March until November, I would say that's very accurate. Yeah.
November. And then, so is that just the advantage with meme coins, just being awake all day at your computer?
Yeah. That's all.
Did you sleep much?
Yeah, I slept. No, I would sleep a lot. It would cost me a lot of money sleeping, but yeah, I still slept. I would go out here and then. But the majority of my days were like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Around 4, I'd take a break, get dinner. I was in Berkeley at the time, walk downstairs, Casa Tua, whatever, and then 7 p.m. to like 2 a.m.
And what were you doing in those days? You've kind of told me a bit about it, but is it like, I think you have like a 6 monitor setup or something crazy?
At the time, I didn't. I was just sitting there, bro. Just sitting in front of my computer, 3 monitors, camera, and I would just trade meme coins.
Were you streaming all this?
No, I wasn't streaming. I would trade meme coins, and then I would record videos sometimes on teaching people how to do it. And then that blew up. And then, yeah, my YouTube blew up. That brought a lot of like extra attention to me. It blew up all my socials. I created a Discord server to provide like tools for people, which is what you were talking about earlier outside the podcast. Potion, like everything just kind of went from there.
So why did you decide to launch Potion? Because it seems like you were in your room all this time. Like, why do you have to sit there and watch everything? Why can't you set up tools to automatically track stuff? Like, why is it so manual? Like, requires you to be there?
Because I feel like a lot of it is just like being in the right headspace, right? Like, I could get a notification right now, like 10 wallets just bought Trump coin, which is really what did happen back in January 18th of this year. I got those notifications, but I wasn't in the right headspace. I wasn't talking to my boys who are all doing research, trying to figure out if it's real. All I get are like these alerts, like, they're not going to press the buy button for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in the game is very important. I decided to make Potion though, because at the time I was spending like 3 to 5K a month on the tools that I was using. And I was like, what if I make a Discord server and I put all these tools in them and I charge $20 a week and it just gets paid for by like people joining it and using the tools for me. And it started off as just the tools. Then I made a chat. Then I made a voice call. And those voice calls got full. Hundreds of people in there every day, just chatting, talking about meme coins, trading together, and it blew up.
And how many members do you have in your Discord?
115K.
15K. Gotcha. And then how much would you say Potion makes you a month?
Obviously, like during, I think one of the things I've realized, like building a crypto business, like you're gonna feel the hits when it comes, like when the whole market plummets. But at our peak, we were doing $1 million a month, and now we're doing like 300 a month.
So you're making $1 million a month just from the Discord?
We were.
Yeah.
Now we're doing 300 a month.
But that's just from the Discord, like the tools and everything. So how much does it cost to join?
It's $100 a month. Right now.
$100 a month? And are there like tiers to it? Like you can get more? Okay. So it's 115,000 people and they're all paying $100?
No. A lot of them are free members as well.
Free members.
They get access to some tools, just not all of them.
What tools do people have?
The most important ones are like just the ability to track people's social media posts in real time. So like Instagram, Truth, social, Twitter, TikTok. Being able to see like those posts come out like this, like the millisecond they're posted, is like the biggest advantage anybody can have.
How do you avoid something that happened to me a few months ago when I was into this really heavy was Elon posted like a CA and it was like Pump Fund token. And
that was a hack.
Yeah, it was a hack.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Elon definitely did not do that.
Yeah. Or maybe Pump Fund posted it and then Heeb said this was a hack.
Yes.
And
how do I avoid not falling for that?
Yeah. How do you avoid that?
So this is where like the experience comes in. Like, there's no way Pump Fund was dropping a token like that. So I don't know. It didn't even bother me. I knew it was a hack.
Yeah.
I bought it just because like I knew people were gonna fall for it. Like I sold like this.
But what factors do you think about? It's like, has this person said they'll never do one before?
No, I just feel like I've been in the industry for so long. I knew Pump Fund isn't stealth launching a token like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I also don't know if they would launch on Pump Fund either.
That's fair.
Like just drop the CA just like that. Like anytime that happens, it's like such an obvious like hack most of the time.
And then Trump, did you think Trump was a hack?
I did think Trump was a hack. And that's why we're not filming this in my Dorado villa right now. Yeah, bro. I thought Trump was a hack. Yeah, it hurts to think about that day, like a lot, because a lot of my friends are like, I said, bro, they don't get trade anymore. A lot of my friends are done.
Did you buy into it at all?
I did buy into it. Yeah, I was eating. I
bought an hour after.
Yeah,
I took a nap, woke up, saw it, and I was like,
what was it at when you bought?
$7.
That's it's very late. I bought it at 40 cents, 400 mil market cap.
Okay.
I buy 30K at dinner and I'm looking through on my phone and I'm getting fudded because I'm looking at Twitter and there's like, oh, the domain was just registered. It must be fake. I'm like, all right, fuck this shit. I'm just going to enjoy my dinner. It's probably a hack. I sell. I keep looking at the chart. Boom, 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 boom. And then he tweets it out because first it was posted on Truth. And that's it, bro. It never goes down. It just like goes up for days. Yeah, I think my friends collectively made over like $100 million on that. So
you bought in at 40 cents. And then at what point did you sell?
I sold at like 45 cents. I sold like pretty instantly, bro. I'm just scrolling through Twitter really fast, do my research as fast as possible, and I just get flooded out.
Did you buy into Melania?
I did buy into Melania. I was at the gym, and I made like 20K on it, but it wasn't the same, bro. Didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
And obviously the results weren't the same either.
Were those launched by the same people? Do you know?
From what I know, They're not launched by the same people. But what I know is just like things I read on Twitter. So I don't know like anyone behind the team or nothing like that. I'm not no cabal. Not yet. One day. Nah.
Yeah, the cabal. What is the crypto cabal?
Dude, there's like tons of cabals. Cabals are like groups of people that come together and will pump a token.
Who are the different cabals? Like, how many are there? Like, how many people? Like, just to your
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure cabal can be like a few people. And yeah, like, I don't know, like 10 people maybe. I have genuinely no idea. Like, people will have this misconception that like I'm part of a cabal just because like I'm like a decent pump fund trader. But the cabals are like the guys making millions a day. You know, like launching these like $1 billion market cap tokens.
And then is that like the teams on these exchanges probably? Like, is it like they're...
I don't know, bro. Like truly, like I don't know. All I know is like what I read on Twitter and like what I hear from other people. When the Trump thing happened, obviously there was like a lot of talk that like maybe Meteoro was involved, like that sort of like group or cabal. But all I know is what I read on Twitter.
So the people that you get your information, your alpha from now, like how did you go about building that up? You talked about originally it was some of your Fortnite friends.
No, it's stayed that way. Like it's always been like Fortnite friends. There is no one I get like information from because like I'm saying, I'm holding these coins for a few seconds. The only information we'll get is like coin comes out. I'm looking at like a Twitter page. My friend will look at a website. Yo, the website's fake. All right, we sell. It's like the only info that we really have.
How many meme coins do you buy a day?
Hundreds.
Yeah. And that's, what price is that average? Like on average, it's
market
like
cap
$3,000 a coin. Like how much do you put in on average?
Like my quick buy button right now, it's at 3.5 still. So like $600 will be my quick buy button. So anywhere from 600 to 20 SOL max, which is like $4,000 right now, I think. I don't know.
Okay, so about $600 for quick buy, and then you're usually buying that at 10K market cap.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty accurate.
And then you wait for it to get on chain migrate.
No, I'll sell before migrating all the time.
You sell before migrating.
Yeah.
Okay. And then is there any time that you ever just hold it to like multi-million market cap?
Nope. Unless it's like the most obvious play of all time, but like the chances of me getting in that at 10K are pretty rare. If something is really good, like let's see, today the White House has been posting some memes. They posted one of like a deportation meme, and ticker deport went to 800K. I got in at like 50K and I sold most of it before 300K. That's because the market's different. If it was like a few months ago, maybe I would hold to like multi-mils. And like for example, Peanut, the squirrel, I was in that at 50K and I held a lot of Peanut till like 3 mil, but it ended up going to 2 bill. So I mean, it doesn't really matter if I held to 3 mil.
Yeah. So Peanut the squirrel, do you know the guy behind that?
No,
V8
I don't.
guy?
I thought Peanut was like super organic. I mean, obviously there's like the team who runs the socials and all that, but I have heard that there's like a cabal behind Peanut.
Yeah. I think it was a community takeover. I'm not really sure what that means.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know Peanut was like a CTO, just like Mudang. When I think about cabal, I don't think about like the guys who are like cornering up supply and like CTO a token. When I think cabal, I'm thinking like the guys who are like launching tokens. I know Peanut was not like a cabal launch because I was in Peanut at 50K. I saw the pump fund trench come out.
How do you catch the coins though that like when Trump launched, for instance, or if Kanye launched a coin right now, it wouldn't even be in that pre-migration stage?
I'd have to just top blast, which means just buying at the highest price, whatever that price may be.
Okay.
Like if Kanye tweeted a coin right now, if I was at my computer, I would see it within a few seconds. So would everybody else trenching meme coins, and we would all just buy on top of each other.
And what website are you on?
I'm on Nova, which is my own trading bot.
Got it. You said you lose more than you win.
Yes.
Numbers of times.
Yes. I've lost a lot of trades today, but I had one good trade that made up for it, for all the losses. So.
And that one good trade, was it just you're the earliest? It's like 100x, 10x?
It was like a 5x.
5x. Yeah. Okay. Like how much do people make off like making new coins every day, rug pulling?
Like devs? Probably a lot more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd say dubbing coins on Pump Fund is probably one of the best side hustles for you to try right now if you want to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have like mixed emotions about that. Like I don't really see it as like I mean, it depends, right? The way I see it is like if Trump got a dog right now and nobody knew, somebody has to make that Pump Fund. So the dev making that is kind of fair game, in my opinion.
Isn't it pretty easy to make it?
Yeah, it's free. Just go on pump.fun and create the coin.
Yeah.
Put the image and the name, and that's it.
Does that just feel like morally wrong to you, or?
For me personally, like the reason like I wouldn't do it was, well, obviously, like I'm sure the influence I have would probably influence the chart. I wouldn't want that to happen. Also, I feel like I have a bigger edge just trading. Like I feel like I can be the first one to buy the coin, just wait for it to come out, rather than like waste time to make it. But there's people that have bots, dude. As soon as Trump will tweet, like the coin's made.
Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of people have that with Elon as well.
Yes. Oh my God, Elon. Yeah, that's like CT's favorite guy. He tweeted a crypto meme at 4 a.m. 2 nights ago. I was asleep. Some Poseidon meme, and I was like, actually, let me show you. Can I show you?
Yeah.
And this went super crazy. So he tweeted out, "There's an old saying: if a hot girl texts you about crypto, block him."
Poseidon.
Yeah, and this went to like 10 mil on Solana.
So it was just like $ Poseidon token?
Yeah. Hey, okay, you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you assume that was gonna be the ticker?
Because that was the face associated with the thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm sure there were ones like
crypto, hot girl.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
then
the
the
best
profile
ticker won.
picture was the Poseidon
Yes.
cropped in, or was
Yeah.
it the whole meme?
It was the Poseidon cropped in.
Yeah. Okay. That's
It's
interesting.
like you get it, like you know?
Yeah, no, I heavily considered. I was like, I think I could launch these and like have better ones than these people and like make a website quickly. Because like if they don't have a website, it doesn't go nearly as.
Memes like this doesn't really matter anymore because they're short-term pump and dumps anyways. Like every coin on Pump Fund goes to zero. So websites don't matter. I would say like the ticker and the image being clear, spelled correctly. You'd be surprised how many spelling mistakes will happen on these coins that go to like 1 mil, and then the correctly spelled one will go to like 2 mil and vamp the other one, which means like kill the other token.
Do you think Elon Musk started meme coins?
To be honest, I'm like really early to the game, and I don't know a lot about like what happened back then. I know this isn't meme coin first super cycle. I know there was like a BNB meme coin cycle a while ago. So I don't know.
But does all this stem from like the Doge thing?
I also don't know. Like that's like way past my time. I know Elon plays a big influence in our meme coin game today.
But you're really big that this is going to last for a while. Do you see yourself doing this for like the next few years, or like
No.
what would have to happen?
I don't know. I thought I was done at the end of November, and I think very recently I've realized that I'm nowhere near done. So I'm gonna keep grinding this out for a bit more.
And that's because Trump tweeted the whole "it's a good time to buy," and that's kind of what sparked the markets.
No, man, it's just like my personal goals and ambitions. I don't feel like I'm there yet to kind of like call it quits. After November, made a lot of money. Just kind of went to go travel the world and chill for a bit. And I just realized, like, bro, I like trenching. I like being in front of my computer. I like trading and making money. And I still think that there's a lot of opportunity. And I realized, like, one day, like, I'm going to regret not taking full advantage of this. Because, like, there will never be anything easier to make money online than meme coins.
Really?
I mean, where are you going to go turn 1,000 into 100,000 in an hour? At the casino. That's it.
Literally.
No business ever will be able to do it. Obviously, people lose a lot too. I'm not oblivious to that. But it's my personal favorite side hustle I've done.
Where do you keep your money after you trade a meme coin? Do you just keep it in
I was a big crypto guy. I was a big ledger. I was a big crypto guy. And then people around me started getting robbed. And I'm like, what do I want to do? I took all the precautionary steps to be as safe as possible. And now, bro, a lot of my money is just like in banks, high yield savings accounts, real estate.
Or I guess after a trade specifically, like
after a trade specifically too, like I'll keep like 50 to 100 still to trade with, more on a vault. But bro, a lot of my crypto is just like offloaded to exchanges with like really good security or kept in ledgers. But a lot of it honestly just bank. Like a lot of it I've been insta profiting out.
What's a crazy story about someone getting robbed that you've heard?
God, bro, I wish I could tell you right now. I have to tell you off camera the craziest one, but there's crazy public ones too, bro. Someone got like their finger chopped off in Paris to get like a password. You heard of that?
No, I don't know about this.
Lots of crazy shit happens, dude. It's a very scary world.
Yeah. So have you had anything scary happen to you?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely some things happened to me, which is why I had to take like steps in order to make sure that the situation wouldn't continue getting worse.
Damn, I'm curious to hear that story.
I'll tell you when the cameras are off.
Do you think Kanye will launch a coin?
I think Kanye was going to, and I think he had a conversation with Ansem that was posted. I think Ansem, if I was in Ansem's shoes, I would have advised him not to do it. So I don't think Kanye would do it.
And who are the big, like who has the most motion in crypto right now?
Motion. It changes a lot. The most right now, Elon. Now, but like inside of our bubble, the most right now is, I think there's space for somebody right now.
There's space for someone?
I think it went like Ansem was the main character, then Murad. I even think I had a little bit of a main character arc. And then I think now there's kind of like room for someone to take over that.
Do you think that'll be you?
Fuck no, I don't want it to be me.
Why's that?
Dude, being the main character of CT, like everybody to talk about you, it's very hard, bro. Like people on crypto Twitter are like, you know, anonymous.
Yeah.
Hiding behind like some profile picture so people can be ruthless.
Yeah.
I just like chilling in my own lane, working on my own things, bro. Like I've always been an online internet like money kid, you know. So that's what this is to me. And to some other people, this is like, I don't know, like real serious shit. Like, bro, I'm just like trying to, you know, this is my side hustle.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It seems like a really toxic community.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A scary community because there is so much money in it. And then these people you're competing against, or these people with a lot of motion, I guess. Like how old are they typically? Like is this Gen Z that's
Like
running this meme coin movement?
When you say running, are you asking about the traders or like the influencers?
I guess both. Yeah.
Both. Okay. Yeah, the traders are definitely the Fortnite kids. Like every Fortnite kid is out here, what it feels like making millions of dollars a month. And on the influencer / like regular side of CT, not the meme coin stuff, it's definitely like the older generation. Yeah.
Older generation. Okay. And then we talked about who had motion, but like who are the influencers that have like credibility? Like who are the people in the space? Like who would you recommend your first 5 follows on Twitter if you're trying to get into meme coins right now?
Oh, into meme coins. Okay. Credibility is a strong word. I would say nobody because anybody could do something bad at any point. I guess it depends what you want to learn about, to be honest. I would just, I would rather recommend that you follow
thousands of people.
Yeah.
Make your own opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no one I would say like you have to follow. Because like even my opinion may be skewed, you know, even my opinion may be like influenced by some of my holdings, you know, like I'm super bullish on like this one coin, Pengu. So my opinions on Pengu may be very, you know.
How do you know
biased.
if someone's shilling versus like actually
I feel like it's pretty
about
obvious
something?
to me now because I've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah. Because with Pengu, like for context, that's a multi-billion-dollar market cap. It might be.
Oh, it was when I bought. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, same. I'm sure that airdrop was nice though.
That airdrop was nice if you sold. Yeah, I held on my airdrop. I've bought 7 figures into that coin. It is now worth under 6 figures.
Wow.
But bro, like genuinely, bro, I think they have a great team, and I think it'll go back up. There you go. Like my opinion is biased because I'm down so bad. All I can do is go up.
But how do you know if someone's shilling? Like what are the signs?
Time, bro. Time in the market. Time in the crypto Twitter community.
Is it the way they write their tweets about it?
Dude, it's just like knowing the people. Just knowing them.
How have you been able to network with people like Adam Ross, FaZe Banks?
Provide value. Like that's always been number one to me. It's funny you asked that. So remember how I was telling you back in the COD days I wasn't good enough to like be a trick shotter. So I would go in graphic design. I always found like a way to provide value to those guys, right? Because everybody needs shit done. Yeah. And like even nowadays, bro, like people will like edit videos for free for me, and that's like what I notice, you know? So a lot of it started off as like making free thumbnails, free edits. Even back in my clipping agency, like offering those services for free for the bigger guys.
So, okay, what are some of the scams going on in crypto right now that people don't realize?
Scams, such as like give me, what do you mean?
I guess if you are someone who started trading meme coins last week.
How to not get drained?
Yeah.
Type of thing?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you the most famous one right now that is very successful. People will go on Pump. They will make a fake porn site, like live naked girl on Kick. You click the link. It's a fake kick.com link. It makes you click a verification by Cloudflare button that will like download like a Trojan onto your computer and wipe you out.
Takes your money?
Takes your money.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then
so don't click on the porn sites on Pump.
It says there's like a girl live. Okay. What like other things have you seen like that in the past few months? Like what have been some crazy scams?
So on Deck Screener, which is like a big website people use to check information about tokens, people will pay to like hijack over the information that's showcased on this token and put like websites that are scams. Yeah. Drainers.
And then the marketing of these tokens, do you think it's, I mean, I guess you're just doing news-based stuff. Is there anything that you hold that's like above 100 million market cap?
Pengu.
Like just Pingu?
Just Pengu right now. I have a little bit of Brett.
Why do you believe Pingu is going to be so big?
So I think about like us internet money kids, and Luca Nets is one of those guys that stand out a lot. Founder of Pudgy Penguins. So yeah, like Luca is like one of like the OG internet money kids, right? I just choose to have like my eggs in that basket.
What's the story of Luca Nets?
Luca Nets, yeah. You know, e-com into NFTs, crypto.
Gotcha. And then he has a big Twitter presence?
Big marketing, big Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. And then Pudgy Penguins, just like from a project perspective, like what are they doing well? Like how are they marketing it? Like what do you look at?
I think they're just like really mainstream. They got toys, Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, partnerships all times, and their GIF. Like people know the penguin outside of like crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like that little Pudgy Penguin is everywhere.
Have you ever thought about launching a crypto project?
Definitely thought about it. Yeah, I feel like I thought about it a few months ago with Potion. Like I was like, maybe I can make like some like NFTs or some crypto stuff for Potion, but I think it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah,
it's a lot of effort.
Do you think NFTs are dead?
No, I think that tech is still really good. I think just what people consider NFTs to be right now, like that meta might be dead, but like my Pudgy Penguin is still worth like 20K, so it's not like completely dead.
Are just meme coins more easily accessible, easily understandable, you think?
Yes.
Like why aren't we see the tokenization of memes, but we don't see like the NFT version?
Yeah, no, meme coins are just super easy. Pump Fund made it super easy to make one. You can buy them super easily. I think NFTs go deeper than that, and it's like a whole nother use case for tech. Like I think like I'm using NFTs to get into this event at Token 2049 Dubai this week, you know. NFTs will be big in like crypto gaming whenever that comes. This cycle's gambling was meme coins, not NFTs. That's all it is.
And you think crypto gaming will come back?
I think crypto gaming never had its like uprise.
Why is that?
The games aren't evolved yet. The studios aren't here yet. Like there has to be a big game to take that first step into really utilizing crypto into the video game.
And you think that'll likely be GTA?
It's funny you say I use the bank clip. I don't think GTA will do it. But I do know that the company that owns Rockstar owns this other company who is making NFT games. I know because I used to work for them. So
they're like in the process of building them, or they've already
it's already launched. It's called Sugartown. Take-Two. It's called Take-Two Interactive. They own Zynga, which made Sugartown, and they also own Rockstar that made GTA. So
yeah, you used to work with Zynga. Yeah.
Yes. I used to work at Zynga.
I used to do marketing for. I think they had a poker game.
Yeah, Sugartown. Yeah.
What's Sugartown? Is that the
Sugartown
poker game?
is their NFT collection, and they have a poker game.
Got it. Yeah, there was like Zynga Poker on the phone. That's what I used to do marketing for, like downloads for that game.
So now that game has been turned into like a version of that game. It's now like Sugartown Poker, I believe. So
damn, so we marketed like the same shit. That's funny. What did you do for that company exactly?
Crypto gaming consulting.
And so like you just helped make it a good game. Like what did you?
I don't know what I did. It's a good question. Corporate, right? I don't know what I did.
Yeah, why is everyone in crypto either euphoric or clinically depressed?
Well, I tweeted that out back when the Trump token launched. So that was like specific to like that moment. Everybody had either made $1 million or everybody had either missed out on the opportunity to make $1 million.
Do you have any friends that made a lot of money?
Yeah. Collectively, like my personal group of friends made like around $100 million.
$100 million. And did they retire?
Some of them did. Some of them are still on every day.
What event would have to happen for you to leave crypto?
It's a lot of money, I guess.
And what's that number?
I don't know.
Like 100 mil?
Yeah, if you gave me 100 million, I would stop trading. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Trading meme coins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would stop trading meme coins.
But you would keep it all in crypto still?
No, not all of it.
You're the first person I've spoke to that like has money in the bank that's big into crypto. You know, these guys usually like all have it in Bitcoin, ETH.
I mean,
are you just not a part of that whole like we need to decentralized currency? Like you're more on just the wave of
no, I'm not.
Meme coins are a good side hustle and I'm good at it.
A little bit of both. Like I kind of see the flaws in like regular banking because I will try to make like a wire or something and I'll get denied. Yeah. But I also see that as like extra protection, security. that doesn't come in crypto. So there's pros and cons to both. But yeah, no, I'm not like a huge like decentralized banking type of guy. I think the tech is good. That's it.
If you couldn't make money in crypto, what would you do?
Right now, clipping, I would go all in on my clipping agency.
You still run your clipping agency?
I have a new one that I just started a few weeks ago.
And how much is that doing a month?
Like $5K a month right now. But it's not about like it's not about getting the clients on retainer. It's about I want to get billions of views, and then I can go to like brands and artists and get their clipping exclusively on us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Tell me about that. Why? Like, how would you go about that?
Like currently we are like, okay, I was paying out like 50K. I paid out 50K to my clippers for the first half of 2025 or whatever. And I just want to run it through my own clipping agency using WAP. And then I want to be able to go to like Drake and be like, yo, Drake, I got like 10 billion views for our creators this month. Like, let's run your next album's clipping campaign on here. Because I think clipping is like the next big thing. I mean, look at like Paul American, right? The new show of Logan and Jake Paul. They are utilizing clipping. When I look at this new wave of advertisement, it's like, for the CPM you can get on clipping is like a no-brainer for every company to want to do it. Every TV show, every movie. Do you know how many movies I've gone and watched because of like some TikTok brain rot that I saw?
Yeah.
A lot of fucking movies.
Or like some crazy edit.
Right. Imagine like dude, you know how many social network edits I've seen on TikTok or Wolf of Wall Street? A lot.
Yeah.
Like imagine that was like the actual marketing for that movie.
And how do you go about clipping? Do you go about the method of super high quality clips on like 10 pages, or let's just post as much as we possibly can?
I don't personally do like the clipping now. We just have clippers under my agency.
Or I guess what approach like would you take theoretically? Would it be like high as quality as possible, less, or like just mass?
If I was like the clipper myself, I would spam out quantity.
Okay, got it.
Just because I'm sure you know like some accounts get like shadow banned or whatever.
Or with your clippers specifically, like what method? Like, do you look at any of the clips they're doing? Have any ideas for?
I mean, I don't have time to like manage any of that.
So how much you paid 50K? How many views did that generate?
50 mil.
50 million?
Yeah, $1 per 1,000.
And I think that would be like 500K if you were doing it.
Like meta
ad
ads.
spend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Like you look at like all these creators like Brez Scales, like that guy's getting millions of views on TikTok for cheap, bro.
You guys were together recently,
we're
right?
good. We're good friends. You look at like Mr. Beast, like his show, he was paying out 30 cents per 1,000 views. Like I watched Mr. Beast show because of TikTok clipping. You know,
That Brez guy, how did he blow up so fast?
I don't know. I think once he got like his cool cars, he started blowing up a lot, and then he moved to Miami. Typical Miami entrepreneur.
What have you learned about content that would be useful to other people? I would say the only vertical I don't understand that you do is Twitter, like Twitter growth. Like, what's the key to getting a lot of followers on Twitter?
Niche. It's like super niche, right? That's what I've learned about Twitter specifically. There is no growing on Twitter as a whole platform. There's only growing in niches. So pick a big niche and you can grow in that. I know because I've done it on Rocket League, I've done it on Overwatch, I've done it on Fortnite, I did it in NFTs, I did it in meme coins. And now I'm like on like the tech side, like the unicorn startups side of Twitter.
So you pick a niche and then what do you do?
Interact with the people in it and be the best at what you do, and you'll just grow organically.
Got it. Like be the best at like the things you're writing, or
Be the best. Be the best at it within that niche, and the followers will come regardless of you tweeting or not.
So it's
Like,
just
if you're like a
tweeting good results.
Yeah, if you're like a basketball player, you're gonna get like LeBron gets Twitter followers without tweeting.
Yeah. Huh. So it's less about trying to like game the algorithm with that. It's more about just posting what you're doing.
Yeah, for Twitter at least.
What's the difference between you and pro Fortnite players that were better, you think?
Content. Yeah.
Explain.
Putting out content, and I think the love for it too, because I wasn't the best Fortnite player, but I got millions of views because I was making content, which ended up putting me into this position I am in today. Like content is king. It's a new fucking wave to make it, right?
Or I guess like the ones that were like that would beat you in tournaments.
Like what set me aside as far as what?
Like what set
Skill
them
gap?
aside from you? Yeah. Skill gap.
I mean, bro, it's like Fortnite.
Because I can't imagine you weren't grinding every hour of every single day.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna sound so dumb, but like where you live is like a big factor. I was in Miami getting 30 ping. You know, I wasn't in New York getting 0 ping. Teammates, connections, like that shit matters. There were players infinitely worse than me that just had better teammates, that had 0 ping, that had good coaches.
Ping matters that much?
Oh, dude, ping matters a lot. Yeah.
How do you get 0 ping?
You move to Dallas right now is where they're at.
Dallas.
Dallas.
So do Fortnite players like move
All over
around the
the-
country
yeah.
just based on
Move
where
it.
the
Yeah.
internet's the best?
Of course. People have gone from Virginia to New York to Dallas.
Huh. So funny. I used to live in like small town Kentucky, and I didn't have
They
enough.
get good ping. Kentucky gets good ping on West Coast, I think.
Oh, not where I'm at. It's
No.
like there's like farmland.
Yeah.
We maybe had 10 download speed on the internet.
Oh, yeah, no, that's tough.
Or no, not 10. 1 or 2 download speed and like 0.5 upload. And that was a big reason I started making social media videos, was because I couldn't play video games online with my friends anymore. Like it was just too like unbearable.
Funny.
So I just made videos and then I would upload them outside of my house, just like holding my phone in the air, like trying to get internet.
Oh, my God.
Take like 10 minutes to upload to TikTok.
Funny.
But who do you think is Satoshi Nakamoto?
Oh, that's a good one. I think he may have passed away, to be honest. I don't know who it is, but I think they are no longer probably here.
Why?
Because if I had that much money in crypto, I would have been taking that shit already.
And he hasn't sold anything?
No, I think that wallet's like inactive.
Like, do you have any idea who it could be? Any compelling theories you've seen?
The founder of Twitter, Jack.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
That one did look pretty interesting to me. I've heard some crazy things like Russian oligarchs, the feds.
Oh, the feds. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think one guest on the podcast said that the code for encrypting on the NSA is the same as the code written to encrypt Bitcoin. And he's like, but that's just a theory. I don't know. And he was like one of those OG Silk Road guys that was using Bitcoin. And then our friend mentioned it was the feds. He's like, I don't want to talk about that. So, what's the most useful purchase you've ever made?
The highest like life quality upgrade thing I've done is like hire a driver, I guess. Feel like in a city with a lot of traffic, especially in my niche of work, which is like trading.
Yeah.
That's like my, that's been like my best life upgrade, is having a driver.
Did you sell your cars?
I still have a few of them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure it's like annoying driving. It's like you're trading memes and driving.
Yeah. When Trump came out, I told myself I was getting a full-time driver so that it would never happen to me again.
Yeah. Interesting. What predictions do you have for crypto 2025?
None, because like I don't care about that, to be honest. I'll just, in my niche, I can just keep trading the way I have been, no matter the price of crypto. Obviously, I hope higher for everything, but no predictions, bro.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter for you because you're really selling at 100K market cap.
Yeah.
So it's like that'll probably
Always
exist for
be
the
a
next
thing.
few years
Right.
at least. I'll ask you this. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Ever received? I don't think anything in particular, just because a lot of the way I have been has just been watching YouTube, like self-taught. So just advice.
What would you tell yourself if you were 16 years old?
If I was 16 years old, I would tell myself to keep doing what I'm doing and go even harder at it. Don't get distracted. Definitely don't date girls. That was like a big waste of time I did back in the day. I mean, I guess it like, made me like more social, but yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I feel like I was always like on a really good path, to be honest.
Yeah.
Buy Bitcoin.
Buy Bitcoin. Who's the most impressive person you've ever met?
Impressive person I've ever met. I met the founder of Chatterbait.
Chatterbait?
That guy just made a lot of fucking money. Yeah, I guess.
Where was that at?
He actually ran an NFT collection a few years ago, and he took me around and like, just, I don't know, we became friends and stuff. And it was like the first introduction I had to like big money in the world. He kind of showed me like what it could really mean to like have money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the best. Wow. Like,
Is that a billionaire?
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, this has been your guest, Gabriel Leyva, Orangie. Where can people find you?
At Orangie on Twitter, Orangie on YouTube. That's it.
Awesome. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Of course, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Thanks.